Hello. Oh, welcome, welcome. This is day one of my 108-day commitment to create and communicate on a daily basis. I will be vlogging, blogging, and sprinkled in there will be podcasts. And I have committed to myself to show up and create every day and also communicate that creation every day, which means I'll be posting it here on YouTube, on Substack, and it will also go onto my Instagram and Facebook pages. And I create every day, but communicating that creation is definitely my edge. I tend to stay under the radar. That's been my operating system for a long time now, and I'm stepping up. I'm stepping forth in my life to invite myself to be seen, to be heard, to be willing to communicate what is being asked to be communicated, created and communicated through me. I love to share verbally, whether it's through the spoken word or the written word. I love to be in dynamic conversations with people and to be curious and to ask people what makes them tick, what are their passions, what inspires them, what moves them, what has them step forward in their lives, and be willing to confront their edges. So those will be the podcasts that will be sprinkled in and out over these next 2.5 months. So here we are, day one. And today, day one is 8:01, the 1st of August, 2025. And I was very thirsty, and I'm so glad I got this glass of water. I want to share my intention for, for these next 108 days is imagine that this glass of water is filled with dark, thick, sludgy water. And all that darkness is my fears, my concerns, my doubts, my can'ts, my won'ts, my refusals, my unwillingness to listen to and honor what I'm being asked to do, what I'm being impulsed to do, like where I shrink away from the edges and I stay safe and I stay in what has been and I stay in the familiar. This 108-day practice is my commitment to every day put a drop of clean water, a drop of love, a drop of devotion, a drop of commitment, of courage, confidence, clarity, my showing up, being my word to show up every day and put a drop of water, so that by November 16th, day 108, this water is clear, it's crystal clear, and it's sourcing me, holding me to step forward even more in my life. So I'm going to take one more sip here. Here we are, starting on August 1st. So 8:01. I really want to acknowledge this number that my former husband considers to be the perfect number, 8:01. Just feeling it, saying it. There's such a balance and a coherence in the visual of 8:01 for me. And Steve would always point out that if you take the 8 and you put it on its side, it's the infinity symbol. The 0 is the circle of life, the whole, the completion, the beginning, the end, the alpha and the omega. And then you have 1, unity. We are all one. We are all part of the same fabric of life. So here on 8:01, I begin my 108 practice. And within that also, 8:01 adds up to 9. So the 9 is about completion, and it's completing a phase, and it's the the completion and the simultaneous beginning of the new. So here I am completing old phases and spirals of my life, stepping forward into the new. And I am inviting and asking of myself to step fully onto this path of creation and communication as my transition, my bridge from what has been and known into what is unknown, the unknown unknown. And that brings up that I want to share with you. The name of my business is The Sacred Beyond. And for me, the unknown unknown, that which we do not yet know, but what is there calling us, is the sacred beyond. It's us stepping in more and more fully into our divinity, into our sacred humanness, where we are both fully divine and fully human, embodied, embraced, and expressed. This actually brings up this time with Saturn and Neptune, this potent, potent conjunction that we're in the midst of. And there's aspects that have been happening a few weeks ago, and what we're in is this 8-month window where on February 20th, Saturn and Neptune come back into a direct conjunction with each other at 1 degree Aries. And it's this moving into Aries fully without going retrograde back into Pisces, which is full of new birth, a new world, a new reality. And I have chosen, in my, even in my limited knowledge of what astrology is all about, to embrace this time. And what I've been told is that for me, creating is one of the strongest, most powerful choices I can make, where so I depersonalize my creativity and I just step into massive creation. So this is where this daily practice of every day I'm showing up to create. So it may bomb one day, and I may not be happy with what I create, but what I know is the next day I'm creating again anyway. So I'm going to take myself out of, oh my gosh, my creation was so wonderful and beautiful, so I must be so wonderful and beautiful, and oh my God, that was horrible, and so I must not be a good person, and I can't create, and all that doubts and fears. My intention is to level this out, to clarify the water, and to come into balance, to come into an equanimity around creating, so that I simply allow, invite myself to create. What I know is that the path of creation is what opens up to us our full spectrum sovereignty. And so this is my way of fully embracing, of fully embodying, and fully expressing who I am as a full spectrum sovereign being, a sacred human. So welcome to the journey. It's going to be a wild ride, and I am excited to come here and share it with you, and to glean the jewels, to find the jewels in the soil, and to cultivate all that is here to be cultivated and created, tended to, and blossom. So welcome. See you tomorrow.